Hey everybody, welcome to Slash Bash, where today I am bringing you another Choosing Beggar Reddit video. If you are new to the channel, then subscribe and click on notifications so you don't miss out on the fun. In our first story, a Choosing Beggar shopper calls the police when she is not able to return her hair straightener. I think of all those people doing hard time for not giving refunds. So sad. Let's jump right in. Buckle up, guys, this is a pretty long and wild one. So this happened a while ago when I lived in Hawaii. Some backstory. I worked as a receptionist at a hair salon in the biggest mall on Oahu, and monthly rent for the store was about $8,000. So eventually the company just kind of folded, and we had a going out of business sale. On the very last day, we had 2 workers, the manager and the regional manager in the store to help. Everyone who came in to buy got told we were closing, all sales were final, and they got their receipts stamped with a big red "No Returns, All Sales Final" stamp. So enter the Choosing Beggar. Today's cast is me, the regional manager, the Choosing Beggar, a random person the Choosing Beggar dragged into this, and the police officers. So Choosing Beggar wanders into the store and kinda looks around a little, makes a couple loops around. It wasn't a big store, like there were maybe some big shelves and the receptionist desk, and then kinda wanders aimlessly to the back where the manager is sorting through product to make more markdowns. Choosing Beggar asks to look at the flat irons and curlers, so the manager tells her that she's happy to help. She'll even take a few out of the boxes and let her test them since we're going out of business and there won't be any returns. So she wants to make sure she has the exact thing she wants. Now I'm checking other people out about 5 feet away, and I can hear and see them. The manager spends a good 30 to 40 minutes and repeatedly tells her that there will be no returns. She must have felt like this lady was going to cause trouble, because when Choosing Beggar has finally picked a straightener out, the manager checked her out herself, but had me standing by to watch. So while she's doing the transaction, the manager tells Choosing Beggar one more time that this is final sale. We won't accept any returns and we are going out of business. Choosing Beggar agrees. The manager finishes the transaction, takes the receipt and stamps it with "Final sale, no returns accepted," and circles it. Choosing Beggar walks out of the store, apparently happy. Fast forward to about an hour later, and a random person wanders in, starts asking me about the sale and if it really is no returns. Now, I'd been working at this mall for a little and I recognized this woman. She worked at one of the small mobile kiosks that sold the overpriced ceramic hair straighteners. I wondered why she was in here asking about hair straighteners when she suddenly goes, "Well, I have a friend who just bought a straightener and she's not happy with it and wants to return it." I explained again that we couldn't accept returns, that the store would literally be closed the next day and we were going out of business. The random person looked a bit deflated and goes, "Well, she's not really my friend. I work at this kiosk and she came by and said you guys were being really mean and wouldn't let her return the straightener." So at this point, the manager hears this and realizes it was Choosing Beggar she was talking about and comes over to explain that she spent nearly an hour helping this woman and told her several times it was final sale. So the random person wanders out and about 15 minutes later, Choosing Beggar wanders back in. "I want to return this straightener." "I'm sorry, but as I told you before, all sales are final today." "I just bought it today. I still have the receipt." Here she flashes the receipt with the final sale stamped on it. "So you should be able to return it." "No, I'm sorry, but I can't do any returns today. All sales are final, and it clearly says so on your receipt." "No, that's not fair. You have to return it. That's the law. On the back of the receipt it says I have 30 days for a full refund." They go back and forth for a minute or two more, and then Choosing Beggar huffs out of our store, stands outside and makes a phone call. The manager and I think nothing of it until 2 police officers show up, and Choosing Beggar starts gesturing angrily towards us. The police just must have immediately realized what had happened, since she showed them the straightener and the receipt, but they came in to talk to the manager anyways. At this point, the manager is so angry and frustrated. The manager explained the situation, the police officers just shook their heads and went back outside. I left work shortly after that, but they were still outside, with the police lecturing her about calling the police over a hair straightener. Story 2 shows us a choosing beggar needing car repairs who complains he is being scammed, but then learns what a real scam looks like. This is a second-hand story from my cousin. It will be short as he didn't include a lot of details or actual quotes. My cousin is a mechanic. His job and passion is working on cars. One day, a guy arrives in his garage and says the car has trouble with the handbrake. Dave checks the car and tells him that he needs to change the handbrake cable, about $50 total, and make some repair on the wheel axis. In total, it would have been something like $300 to $400, depending how long the repair actually took. This guy flips out, starts on the usual spiel. "It's too much! This is a scam! How dare you ask so much money? Guy X at Y place could do it in half the time for half the money! Yada yada yada." Now, I'm not sure how things work in other places, but where we live, you don't discuss prices. You either pay or you shut the heck up and leave. So the guy gets, not literally, kicked out of the garage. Couple days later, guy comes back asking if they could do the job. Apparently, he did go to his Guy X at Y place, and instead of being professional and doing the job, the people there tried to actually scam him and told him he needed a completely new wheel axis along with a boatload of other stuff for a total close to $3,000. Just another day in the job, apparently. Small story of a choosy beggar finding out what a real scam looks like. In story 3, we see the joys of marriage when you are married to a choosing beggar. Am I the butthole for quitting my job? Here's what's happening. I'm a 28-year-old female, my wife is a 31-year-old female, and we have been married for 4 years. We own a house together, bought after we got married, no kids. We're both very big on equality and fairness, so we long ago decided how we'd split household duties and finances. For finances, we have all of our bills together, including a set bill that's a deposit into our savings account, and a bill that's shared for fun, dates, vacation money. Each month, we split the total of these bills according to our relative income. We're both in similar professional fields, so we make comparable money, but if, say, she makes $90,000 and I make $60,000, she'd pay 60% of the bills and I'd pay 40%. We actually make much closer than that, so right now she's paying about 55% of the bills and I'm paying 45%. Anything left over after the bill pool is paid, the individual keeps and can do whatever with, no questions asked. For household, we have days on, days off for chores. I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. She does Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. We don't do any chores on Sunday. It's our one mutual day off, and we order food instead of cooking, so there's no dishes, or we go out. We have a chore chart that we both agreed on, with the chores spread across the various days so we're contributing equally. That way, each of us gets several days where we can just come home and relax and do nothing, which we both value. I really don't enjoy my job, so I'm planning to quit. My wife makes more than enough money to pay all the bills in the pool, including the savings and fun money, so she'll be paying 100% now, since she'll have all the income and I'll have none. She's tentatively okay with this. It will be the first time since our marriage that one of us hasn't worked. She's raised some concerns, but I've also made it clear that it's my decision, and she respects that. She asked if we would rearrange the chore chart, and of course I said no. We agreed to the chore chart and it's equitably split. I'm not quitting my job so I can do more chores. I'm quitting my job because it's stressful and I don't want to do it anymore. I may go back to work if I find something less stressful in my industry, but maybe not. She says that since I'm not working, I should do more housework. I told her that we split both housework and finances in a fair way according to an agreement we already made. Finances are split by income, chores are split by days. Am I the butthole? Some additional info. She loves her job. I hate mine. She does not want to quit. I am still, obviously, doing my share of the chores. Our agreement has always been chores split according to day, finances split according to income level, and that is still exactly as it is. My income level just happens to be 0 now. She does not have to do any additional work to cover all of our bills with her salary. We have no kids and a small house. Her half of the chores is not very intense and does not represent an undue burden on her. If she could do them before, she can still do them, since nothing about her situation is changing at all, except she'll have a happier wife. In our final story, A Choosing Beggar wants a free coloring book for adults. I say free, but really, he is willing to pay in a lot of exposure. Hey, is this blank? Yes, it sure is. Cool, I got your info from blank. I saw your stuff at the Design Fair and I really dig it. Oh, well thank you. It's always nice to find people who like my work. I was hoping I could get a copy. Sure. Hold on, let me send you the link. Actually, hoping to get a copy from you. Okay, cool. I totally get that. You're in luck. I still have a couple from my last shipment. They're $15 each. I can meet you somewhere near the cultural center to pick up. Well, if you let me have it, I'll shout you out on my Insta. I'm sure you'd get mad sales. Your stuff is fire. I'm actually not giving out any free books right now. I'm only selling them for $15 because I got a larger shipment, and that was my sale price at the fair. Normally they're $20 each if I'm bringing it to someone. Seriously? You're gonna blank out over 15 bucks? If it's no big deal, then you can pay for it, yeah? I'm good. I only hit you up because I wanted to help your stuffy business. Teach me to try to be a good guy. You'd get so much exposure. Yes, but I work for money, not likes. Your work is trash. Okay, well, just let me know if you change your mind. You have the website if you want to order off there. Always thankful for the input. Jerk! You should be nicer to customers. Okay, if I speak to one, I will be. You're a blank. This has been John from Slash Bash. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video and want to see more of them, then please hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to drop a like, share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.